Hey, it's Jonathan Toshnick. The question is, can I grow my lawn care business to $1 million without getting help from an outsider? So without getting capital, without raising money, without getting money from other people? And the answer is yes, absolutely. So the reason you might need money is if you want to grow it even quicker. So, there's a lot of factors that go into making it to the $1 million mark. How much are you learning? What are you studying? Do you have a good software package? Did you put together a really good website? Are you learning about the industry? Are you reading the trade journals? Are you reading marketing? Are you hiring employees that have experience? Are you hiring really good employees? Are you answering your phones? So many of the things that I talk about in these videos are all the things that go into getting you a $1 million plus a year business. Can you do it without raising money or getting outsider help? Yes. If you're saying, can you do it without outsider advice? Probably not. I think every one of us learns from somebody. Every one of us, to get to some point in our life fast, needs to learn from the wisdom of others, those that have been there before us, others that have messed it up and made mistakes, that have figured out how to overcome them. We all have to learn from that. So you need outsider help to get to 1 million, but you don't need outsider money to get to 1 million. You can do it. If you want to be at $1 million in 2 years and you have no money, yeah, that's tough, because you got to buy trucks and trailers and you got to hire employees before you need them, so that when the business starts coming in, they're already trained and you're already staffed. Or you've got to spend a lot of money on marketing to get there that quick, and then you've got to pre-hire the employees to answer the phones and go sell before you do the marketing. Yeah, so that's really expensive. And if you're very ambitious and you want to be there really fast, then you need to get some outside money. But I would never get outside money before you know the business really well and before you know exactly how to market. So my rule for getting money is, and first of all, I don't like to get money because I want to own it myself if I can, but there's arguments to be had if you want to get really big for getting money. But before I ever got any money, I would need to be able to say to the investor or to my family or to my friends, here's the deal. I really understand this business. I understand who my ideal client is. I understand what they look like, and I know exactly where they live or where their businesses are, so I can go find a bunch of them. And I know what their needs are. I know what their fears are. I understand this stuff. In fact, I have produced a series of marketing steps, a series of different ways to go about generating leads. I've also figured out how to talk to them so that when they come to me, they buy. And for those that don't buy, I've got a system to stay on top and follow up with them so that eventually they come back around and buy from me. And I figured out that if I'll spend $1,000 on marketing, I'll bring in 5 clients that are worth $2,000 a year to me. So for every $1,000 I spend, I am generating $10,000 a year in additional revenue. And I know, or I predict based on what I'm seeing, that these clients should stay with me on average for about 4 years. So for every $1,000 I spend, I generate 5 clients. Each of those 5 clients is worth $2,000. Each of those 5 clients stays with me 4 years. So that means for every $1,000 I spend, I am generating $40,000 in revenue over the coming 4 months. And I believe I can run a 20% net margin. So not only did we spend $1,000 to generate $40,000 over 4 years, at a 20% net margin, I'm going to make, $8,000? I'm going to put $8,000 in net profit into our company, into your pocket, Mr. Investor, and my pocket as profit. So that 1,000 turns into 8. When you can go to investor and you can tell them that, and you can lay it out and you can show them how their money will multiply into 1,000 into 8,000, that's when you raise money. That's when you do it. Going to an investor and saying, I need some money, I need to buy some equipment, and I'm going to do some door hangers, and then I'm going to go find some guys to hire, and we're going to do a little commercial over here, a little residential over there, we're going to do some lawn mowing, a little bush trimming. Doesn't fly. So you're not going to get a lot of money, or if you do get money, you're not going to own much of your company. So what I really recommend, if you really want to blow this thing up fast, go figure it out. Go prove that you can do it. Go prove that you can take 1,000 and turn it into 8,000. When you prove that, you can go get money. Then you can blow your business up. And I recommend doing it that way if you're going to do it. I didn't use outside capital to build our company, so I know for a fact that it's not necessary, and I did put a little money into the business to start it, but I didn't put tremendous amounts in. I probably did put a little more in than most guys are going to put in because I happen to have it, but it wasn't an outrageous amount by any means, and I got my full investment back my first year. And really, to be quite truthful, I didn't really know all this stuff. I mowed lawns in high school, and I got out of the business, and I was in software, and then in the janitorial industry, and then a number of other things along the way that I've owned businesses in. So I've done several things, but I wasn't really in lawn care, and I got back into the lawn care business after having been out of it for years. And honestly, when I was in it in high school, I didn't have a clue. It's that level that I was doing back then doesn't even compare to what we're doing now. So what I was going to say is my first 2 years weren't very fast. I didn't grow very fast. My next 2 years, quick. The year coming up, very, very quick it appears, because it kind of snowballs. So can you get to $1 million without outside funding? Yes. It's going to start out a little slow. It's going to, next year it's not going to be that much quicker. The next year it'll get a little faster. And then one day you start getting your systems in place with your employees. You don't take a huge salary and you reinvest money in the business. You go into this knowing it's going to take you a number of years to get there, and you'll get there. So be confident that you can do this with outside money. The question is, how much are you willing to do now in terms of getting the right software, getting the right website, studying, learning, going to maybe marketing conferences, buying marketing books, learning the ins and outs of the industry, understanding what you're selling, learning the fears of your clients. If you're willing to do all that and you're willing to do it now versus 2 years from now, then you're going to get there a lot faster. If you're willing to skimp on your personal income as much as you can and live tight so that you can reinvest money in the business to grow it faster, if you're willing to take some risks and start marketing now, if you're willing to be adventurous and try some stuff, if you're willing to go knock on doors, yeah, it's not that hard. You're going to get to $1 million. So there's all kinds of other things to talk about in regards to getting to $1 million, but be certain and know that you can get there without outsiders' help.